In this video, we're going to talk about pentatonics and building those scales up into 10-note bebop scales. We'll take something that we know very well as guitarists generally, pentatonic scales, and add additional notes to it to add some more chromatic tones to our lines. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Your participation really helps out the channel. Okay, well, let's get started. Let's start with the harmony. A minor 7. The first pentatonic scale that comes to mind would be the A minor pentatonic. And there it is in one octave, but we could keep going. And that gives us the full range within the fifth position. So before we go further, why would we attempt to relate a 5-note scale to a 10-note scale? If we have an A minor 7, 4 out of the 5 tones of the pentatonic scale are chord tones. And the 5th tone that's not in the chord itself is a very consonant tone on this chord. So if we add 5 additional notes to this scale, we can have those additional notes draw our ear towards those 5 tones. So I'll show you what I mean. So watch what happens when we count out loud on this. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So all the notes that landed on the strong beats were the pentatonic scale tones. All the tones that landed on the ends of the beats were outside of that scale. When you work on this on your own, try accenting the ends of the beats. And then work this out through the full position of this fingering and into the other 4 fingerings. So in the case of this 10-note bebop scale, we're playing a half step below each tone of the minor pentatonic scale. I started there with the minor pentatonic because as guitarists, we typically learn this one first. Now let's look at the relative major of the pentatonic scale. Remember, the pentatonic scale has 5 modes. Okay, so let's start with the C6 chord. So C major pentatonic, this is really the same collection of tones, but we're referencing C for the chord scale. So C major pentatonic. Okay, and then we could, of course, play that in the full fingering in this position. Okay, so now let's work with the 10-note bebop scale. So this differs slightly from the minor pentatonic. So we've got a half step in between the first 2 tones of the major pentatonic, and then up to the 3rd. Then a half step above that, whole step to the 5th, half step above the 6th, to the 6th, 7, and then the root note. So let's hear how it sounds on the full position. practice, work at accenting those places in between the major pentatonic tones. With both of these scales and chord scales, once you're pretty comfortable with the fingerings, work to reduce the number of notes that you end up playing. So back to A minor, 7. Work at it a little more like that, up and down. Try to keep track of what your intention is when you're practicing something. Reducing the number of notes that you're choosing will help you to remain agile while working through changes. Working through full fingerings will help to imprint patterns and awareness of the range that you're working with. Thanks for checking out this video. My hope is that you can take some of these concepts and run with them. Try to apply them to dominant sevenths and half diminished chords, other types of harmonies. And let me know how you're doing in the comments section. In the member area here on YouTube, under Lessons and Talks, we're discussing this in more depth, as well as on the website Fretprints.com. Check out those links in the description down below for more information. Have a great practice session, and I'll see you all in the next one.